Oh, I see what's going on. See, when one tags out, the other tags in.
You asked for reports, so I'm bringing you reports. Ain't nobody tagging nothing.
You sure about that, Linda?
See, I ain't stupid. You know, you can have the office. I don't need this. I'm out.
Okay, well, don't do nothing crazy, D. I mean, you know you're 3 months behind on rent. If you don't have an office, where are you going to sleep when your Jamaican landlord puts you out on the street?
Hey, how'd you know about that? Shandra talk?
She tells me everything, player. Matter of fact, tell your wife to stop blowing up my phone, you hear?
That was wrong, Mike.
You listen here, you two-bit heifer. There ain't a thing you can tell me about right and wrong. You got that?
Yes, Daddy.
Save it for Donnell. You ain't on your job, woman. I specifically told you to entertain that man, and the boy don't look entertained.
That's because I want to entertain you, Daddy.
Shut your mouth.
Why are you doing this? I thought Donnell was your boy.
Didn't I just tell you to shut your mouth? That fool ain't my boy.
He ain't your boy. How he ain't your boy? I'm confused.
Look, you might think I'm foul and heartless, but when I was younger, I used to have a heart. And her name was Veronica Green, the only woman I ever loved.
I thought you didn't love these hoes, Michael.
Well, unlike you, Veronica wasn't no hoe.
Dang, Mike, why you gotta be so mean?
Veronica was my first and only love. Baddest girl in Detroit. I mean, hair flowed down her back. Skin looked like the sun kissed it. I hollered at her. And like a true player, made her my girl.
And I bet you did something to jack that up.
I didn't do jack. One time I went over her house and found her crying.
Crying? Why was she crying?
At a party, she had overheard my so-called boy Donnell telling one of my real homeboys about the chicks I had on the side. Broke Veronica's heart. She ran away from me. Last time I heard about her, some Detroit players put the Mac down, and now she's just another freak loose in the city. I was going to make her my wife. But Donnell's mouth put an end to that plan.
Well, maybe if you were faithful, she wouldn't have had nothing to mouth off about.
What you say?
Nothing, Daddy. I didn't say nothing. Look, forget about her. She wasn't the one for you. I want to be with you, Mike. Don't make me be with Donnell. I mean, he's cute, charming like a little boy, but he ain't you. He ain't smooth like you. He ain't sharp like you. He ain't as fine as you.
Nobody's as fine as me.
I remember the first time you held me, Mike. You made love to me as if you loved me. You caressed me like nobody ever could.
And then I got you high and had you sleep with 8 former GGV employees for $1,000 a pop.
Oh, so you gonna throw that mess in my face?
Better than the mess they threw in your face. You asking for me to knock the taste out of your mouth, huh? You begging for it. Don't tempt me, heifer. I know you hate yourself. You want me to punish you the way you feel you deserve to be punished because you know you ain't nothing but a washed-up hooker trying to be corporate.
I ain't no hooker.
You sold your body like one?
You sold my body.
That's not what the top executives at GGV are going to hear. See, when I tell them that their star administrative assistant put a price tag on her goods while getting high on cloud 9, well, Linda, I don't think the boss is going to like that. But knowing you, the bosses probably got their own freaky sex tales, right? So you ain't got nothing to lose, right? Right? See, but if you do got something to lose, I suggest you do what I tell you, when I tell you to do it. And I suggest this be the last time you question me, woman, you hear?
Yes.
Yes, who?
Yes, Daddy.
Well, all right. So here's what we're gonna do. Now you listen up, and you listen good.
How you supposed to be my boy, and you bringing temptation into my office? You know, how you supposed to be my boy, and you threatening to have the job you hooked me up with taken away? I mean, how you supposed to be my boy, and you talking to my wife behind my back?
Sometimes your closest friends are your closest enemies.
Enemies. In Detroit, we used to call them haters.
Now, it's a known fact, Donnell, that New York City is the world capital of haters. The haters in New York make the haters in Detroit look like high school cheerleaders. Go, Donnell!
What?
Yeah.
The haters in Detroit make the haters in New York like preteen Girl Scouts. Want a cookie?
Donnell, the haters in New York make the haters in Detroit look like erotic dancers ready to serve up every whim, naked, covered in nothing but whipped cream. What's the matter?
I think you just made me miss the haters in Detroit. You know what, Samantha?
Let me guess. You wish your wife could be more like me.
Nah, that's not what I was gonna say.
Yes, that's what you're thinking. At least subconsciously.
Ooh, girl, you sure are sure of yourself.
Look at me. It wouldn't make sense if I wasn't.
I can't argue that.
So what's this I hear you're not paying the rent, Donnell?
Oh, you talking to my wife behind my back, too?
I would never go behind your back, but you play your cards right. You can go behind mine.
Hey, so how'd you know about this rent situation?
I'm your neighbor, D. These walls are thin and your wife is loud.
Hey, sorry about the screaming. You know, at least you're honest enough to tell me you were eavesdropping on our conversations.
Eavesdropping? No, I don't think you heard me. Your wife is loud. If I were you, I would install a mute button in her tonsils that went off and on like the clapper.
Well, if I did, I would turn it on and never clap.
You must really love that woman.
I really do. Matter of fact, it's the only way it could work. You know, Chandra's not the kind of woman you can like. You either love her or you hate her.
Well, I don't love her. So I guess you know where I stand on the subject.
Right. She's threatened by you, you know?
Honey, I know.
You know so much about my wife and I from the few times we spoke and from the thin walls that could, and according to you, do talk.
Compliments of your wife. These walls are having a one-sided conversation. You're not going to hear a thing from my apartment.
I don't.
Never.
Except that one time when I saw that big mandingo-looking fella I saw walk into your apartment, had you sing soprano all night.
No, you didn't. No, stop. No, you didn't. Oh, my.
I didn't, but you did. And did a lot. No, but really. You know so much about me, but I don't know much about you other than your grace and your obvious beauty.
Well, thank you, Donnell. But contrary to what you seem to think, I am not an operatic singer. I mainly keep to myself and my work. I'm a full-time lawyer at a fairly respectable law firm in the city.
Wow, you know, that makes sense, because only a lawyer would know how to handle my wife's prosecution.
No, I'm just a witness she likes to cross-examine. You're the one on trial.
You got that right.
Listen, Donnell, can I be honest?
Sure, shoot from the hip.
I don't think you can handle a shot from these hips, honey.
Maybe not, but try me.
Your wife would be a little easier on you if you showed, improved, and paid off the rent.
If only it were that simple.
And why isn't it simple?
Chandra's right. You know, I have been keeping up with the Joneses. Do you know what time I should be getting home from work?
No. No.
6 o'clock.
So why are you getting home at 10?
So why do you know what time I come home from work?
Like I said, your wife's voice goes through the walls, making us more roommates instead of neighbors.
I come home at 10 because after 5, I'm out with my colleagues, you know, buying drinks for everybody, buying dinners for everybody, buying.
Okay, so why on earth are you doing that?
Because I'm trying to network.
And who told you this is the best way to network?
Michael.
The same man that talks to your wife behind your back?
Yeah, that's the one.
Okay, honey, you need some new friends.
Who you telling?
So you really don't have the rent money?
Sure I do. As long as I plan to learn all the times and locations of the local soup kitchens.
Damn!
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 James!
Listen, D, listen. I like to help.
Whoa, I cannot let you do that.
Don't let that male ego get in the way, Donnell. I'm more than just your neighbor, I'm your friend.
That's beautiful, Samantha, but that's asking for a lot of money from a friend.
I make a lot of money. And you're not asking, I'm offering.
Are you sure about this? Because, I'm just saying, don't let this rent situation fool you. You know, I'm reliable, I can pay you back, you can count on that.
I know.
Okay. I ain't finna get us kicked out, so, yeah, I sure could use the help. Thank you, Samantha.
You're welcome. Come here.
Well, you're saving my home. You're saving my relationship. And for that, Samantha, even when I pay you back, I'll forever be indebted to you. Thank you so much.
So beautiful, Donnell. Anytime you need me. You hear me? Anytime. I'll go get my checkbook.
Shouldn't you be the one getting your checkbook, Donnell? Wow, I guess you really are a high-class Wall Street hooker, Samantha. Having services paid through check instead of crumpled dirty dollars? Way to come up. You go, girl.
Look, I don't have to take this.
Little hussy, you either gonna take my words or the back of my hand.
So you think because I'm dignified, I don't use the back of my hand too?
Hey, look now, hey. Samantha, thank you for everything you've done. I'll talk to you later, all right? And really, thanks again, really, thanks.
Don't mention it, D. Just do me one favor.
What's that?
Check your girl.
What?
Donnell, there's not a thing you can say. There is not an explanation you can try to come up with. I don't want to hear a thing from you. You hear me? Not a thing.
Shandra, you may not want to hear a word from me, but it wasn't
Well, it wasn't what it seemed. Right, save it, Donnell.
I am trying to save it. That's what me and Samantha were just hugging about. She's going to help us save our home.
Oh, that's original. Samantha's gonna save our home by breaking up our unhappy home? Spare me, Donnell.
Shandra, would you just listen to me?
Why should I? You don't listen to me.
Well, why do you need me to listen to you when you got my boy Mike?
Whoa, hold on, what? I called your boy Mike one time, and that was so he could do what he should have done without me asking him to, hook you up with a job. I mean, isn't that what boys are supposed to do, hook each other up? Or does that rule only apply to when helping y'all get some ladies to cheat with?
You know, sometimes I think you like talking about me cheating. Gives you power over me. You know, you can hang it over my head whenever it's convenient.
It's better than what you try to hang over your head.
And what's that?
A halo. Talking about, I'm a changed man, Shandra. Trying to act all innocent like an angel. Well, until I see wings spread out of your back, I'm gonna talk to you like the sinner you've always been.
Well, if you had treated me like an angel, maybe I wouldn't have acted like a devil.
And what's that supposed to mean?
It means, Shandra, that you have never given me the benefit of the doubt. You know, you were suspicious of me before I ever even cheated.
Oh, there was a before? Could have fooled me.
See, that's what I'm talking about. You always got something slick to say. You always trying to cut me down.
Well, what do you expect, Donnell? No man I've ever known has ever been any better than the man you turned out to be.
Well, what about your father?
Especially my father.
Dang. See, that's why I keep trying to remind you that I'm better. Better than who I used to be, and everything I do now I'm doing for you.
So when you were hugging all over Samantha, you were doing that for me?
Yes! Look, you know, Samantha offered to help us out, woman. She's gonna help us pay all this rent we owe.
Like hell she is.
Now hold on, she ain't giving us the money. It's a loan.
Oh, I know it's a loan, and she's gonna make you pay her back with interest.
You know, it's not like that, Shandra.
God, you got some nerve being mad about me asking your boy to hook you up with a job when here you are begging my enemy for some rent money?
Oh, I get it. I keep talking to your enemy, so you get me back by talking about our personal business to my boy?
What?
Oh, yeah. Mike told me how you called him up, blabbering about our rent situation.
Like I already told you, Donnell, I only called Mike one time. The last time we spoke, he called me.
What is he calling you for?
How am I supposed to know? He's your boy.